And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Production Line. Alright, well, I've got the specializations all researched, ready to go, and we are going to start on a new production line here to see just how much space these things are going to take up. And that'll give me an idea of how to design the factory later on. So let's start this new line on the chassis and the axles. So we're going to try to kind of burrow this right in, and I'm going to go right into the top here. I'm going to leave one gap on this side just because, if memory serves, there is a slot type that needs an extra space on that outside. So we're going to start this off. So there's the front axle, rear axle. Oop, improved efficiency is ready to go. And I want to immediately do the drawing because that is where this will really show speed efficiency. So there we go, fit drive shaft. Now we want to do the undercarriage and the fuel tank. So there is one whole line. Now we want to leave a gap because we're going to have multiple lines feeding, depending on the speed and the efficiencies. Different, all of these go in, and we're going to separate them out. So let's go to body now, and these are going to be, there's the one that goes up. You can see we could put that right in there, but we need to leave a gap. So I'm going to leave a gap there because we might have multiple lines going into the body frame. I'm not sure. Okay. So that is the roll cage. Now let's do the hood, the trunk, the bumpers, bottom trim, and the arches. Now I'm not separating the bumpers and the arches out. We could get some efficiencies with the bumpers and the arches. So let's, instead of doing that, I'm going to separate the bumpers out by one. And then the bottom trim I'm going to separate out by one. And the arches I'm going to separate out by one. So we're already way into this section here. And that is kind of scary because the vent has to go in next. So there is the main body. And so let's get the roof in, and see the roof takes twice as long, so we're going to need a space there for the roof because we may add a second one onto the roof. The doors, again, we're going to have to separate out. So how are we going to do this? This really is kind of limiting in our capacity. Should I get this all ready to go, and then I could move all of these up? I've already spent an enormous amount of money. You only get about half back what you spend on these, so we still have paint and all that kind of stuff to go. So I'm thinking, yes, we're going to have to rethink this whole process. And we're going to expand into this side, and we're going to go right back up, and we're going to start on front axle, rear axle, drive shaft, undercarriage, and fuel tank. Okay, so now we have all of this, so let's then fit the roll cage, the hood, and the trunk before we even exit this. Okay, faster drying. I want to do one more of those, turbo drying. Okay, so that is trunk. So now bumpers. Bumpers, we're going to come up here with it, and we're going to put the bumpers there, the bottom trim here, arches there, and the vent there. So now we've taken the vent from way up here all the way to back here. Okay, so now the roof, no, body frame. We need, no, that's the vent. That is the body frame. So now we need the roof. We need a gap there because the roof itself is 4 minutes, whereas this one here is 2 minutes. So we could put 2 fit roofs on here. Like that, and that could split off on either side. Okay, so now we want door panels, and what is the time on these? This is 2 minutes, so we don't need 2 lines for this, so these can all get merged into one. And the door and the windows, 2 minutes, so that can be 1, and the wing mirrors is 2 minutes, so we're just going to merge that right up into there. So now we need paint, and this is really where it gets kind of gnarly. So paint, if we bring those up and come in here with it, I could do paint into this section here. So let's expand into this factory, and I'm going to pause it for a second. So if we're going to do paint undercoat, I'm going to put that right here, and we're going to do dry undercoat. We're going to do 1, 2 of these, and then paint finish, and then dry finish. How am I going to do multiple lines of these? These are 3 minutes. These are 12 minutes. So I might actually want a couple more of these dry undercoats. See that you can follow the arrows. The arrows are pointing out this way. So if I do another set going out this way, I could do paint finish, and then I can do dry finish the same way. So we're having one set go out this way, and then one set going out this way. And then the conveyors, this is where it gets a little tricky, because the conveyors are going to come out like this. And then all of these are going to go up into there. And then this one goes up like that. And then this one comes in like that. Same with this. And these all going to come up, go around. Yeah, that's about right. Because we'll have multiple lines going up into there. So I actually want those to come out to here. That'll give me ample ability to go up like that. Then I can have multiple lines coming into this one and going into paint. So now we're coming out into here, and we're going to go across like that, and that is paint. So now we need engine. Okay, so flywheel. Obviously we're going to want flywheel, starter motor, valves. Valves are right next to this resource importer, so that's cool. Radiator, exhaust, and now the wheels. Wheels, tires, brakes, and then fit steering column. What are the times on these? 5 minutes. Ooh, steering wheel is 5 minutes. So column can be good, and then the wheel we're going to separate out by 1 because we might need another one of those. And the accessories we're already done. We've already got the accessories over here, so we don't need anything else. So that's the end of the line for that one. Okay, so let's merge these all in, get the conveyors going, get all of this stuff connected. And then bring all of this stuff over here into this setup there. Okay, so now we need resource importers, a couple of these, one there. We can't really use this one for anything. That kind of sucks, but over here, resource importer there. I kind of messed up, but we've got one right here that we can use. That can be used for all of the paint. Then we got this one. This is the one. I know this one I added, so that's nice. And the conveyors, we're just going to merge it right in with the existing line for those. Okay, so with this, we have this fit roof. I don't want that to go to waste, so we're going to merge that right in with the option of a few of these getting doubled up. Okay, we got plenty of capacity for paint. Okay, so this one's going to come all the way through right into there, and that's essentially the paint. Oh, I took that away. Okay, so now resource conveyor, we're going to need all of these connected up there. Connect that. And I think we can come across, connect those up. Now this resource importer will be used on all of those, and all of those. No route to stockpile. You definitely have a route to the stockpile. Okay, so now we're spending some serious money bringing all that stuff in, so we might need a loan. So the loan amount, daily interest rate, we're going to accept this loan here because we need some more resource conveyors up in here. Because we need to actually, supply all this stuff so they can start making cars and start earning ourselves some money here. Because these ones are still going. I'm keeping these going just because we need cars. We got lots of components being purchased right now. Kind of hurts our bottom line, but that's why we took a loan out, because this was a very expensive process. Luckily, a lot of these are just single-use items. So it's just going to use, once it's fully stocked, it's just going to use one at a time. And that's nice. So we'll see when this line gets, down a ways, we'll see a definite backlog. Somewhere in here, there's going to be a backlog of cars. And that's where we want to focus our attention. But for now, we just need to get the cars rolling so we can make some money to, not go bankrupt. Going bankrupt is bad. So you can see the basic car has now dropped in price significantly from $16,000 down to $14,560. So that is a punishing change. So people are less willing to buy cars at our premium. I actually increased the premium to 40% just to try to make a little extra money, getting ourselves going. So we have cars now on the process. The bumpers, looks like there might be a little bit of a backlog with bumpers, but I don't yet want to separate that out just yet, because I could add the extra robots for a little bit of a bump in speed. So here we go. We've got some cars running. Where is this one going to go? Yep, yeah, he's going to go off this way. That's good. Because this guy is just waiting for next vehicle, so that's nice. The vent shouldn't actually take too long. Yeah, 2 minutes for that. So we're at 4 minutes here, and then 4 minutes here. So we're definitely going to need some extra oomph in here somewhere. So somewhere in the fit bumpers, bottom trim, and arches, we might need another set of these. Not bottom trim though, that's 2 minutes, that's 4 minutes. So add another bumpers, get it merged in, add another arches, get it merged in, and that might work. But as far as loans go, we have this outstanding loan. I wish we could pay that back. I'm hoping the loans have been working now. There was a bug in loans that kind of hitched their progress. So we're going to need to up these drying soon. We've got four each, so that is going to help us, but we're going to need to upgrade those soon. But we need to get our first cars through this process, and then we can start maybe thinking about accessories. Next slot not found. Oh, yep, right there. Conveyor, right there. Nope. Why is this conveyor? There we go. That's good. I'm glad that told me that was bad. So this actually shouldn't take 4 minutes. We do have an upgrade for this. High pressure paint nozzles speeds it up by 10%. Power consumption goes up 14. Not 14%, but just 14. Okay, turbo drying is done. Now let's look at maybe some manufacturing. Save a little bit of money. I'm thinking the first one we're going to want is probably seats and then fuel tanks. Those are the two that I try to focus on first. Those will save us the most money early game. Are those two upgrades. Next slot not found. We got another one here. Oh, yeah, right here. Conveyor. There we go. Continue on, my precious. We're going to want to speed this up. It looks like we've got quite a few cars going in here and waiting. So, yeah, right here. See, you can see the bumpers. It needs another slot here for the bumpers. So, fit bumpers, I think is in body frame. Fit bumpers. Can't put it here? Why can't I put it here? Oh, I can put it there. Okay, so bottom trim. I don't really need a second one for bottom trim, so I could take this and roll it into there. Oh, no. Roll it into there. Yeah, this is getting a little backed up. So let's get some resources into there. And I'm going to close this off because I need this to drain a little bit. Because if I switch this conveyor, we'll lose that car that's on there. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose the car that's on there. That would be bad. That would be a big waste of materials. So as soon as this gets done, there it is. We're going to merge that in there and then continue this on like that. So now we got fitting bumpers doubled up. So this is no longer. Oh, it skipped that. Why did it skip that? This one shouldn't. There it goes. That's good. Okay, so that worked out. And how is our drying going? Everything is actually going pretty good. We are running pretty efficiently on our drying. We haven't. Okay. Oh, that helped out. I was hoping that it wouldn't run dry, but look at all the cars that we're now pushing through and putting accessories on. We're able to do that really fast. And we've got making seats now being researched. It's almost done. And we might need a little bit more power here, but I'm looking at my money and thinking very carefully about how we want to proceed. With this fit seats, we're definitely going to want to fit the seats and make the seats as soon as possible. But that'll have to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.